Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this edition of Bingo Bonanza, live from the double wide of everyone's favorite beauty professional, Hummel figurine collector, and bingo caller, Miss Richfield 1981.
I'd like to tell a story of the prettiest of girls. It's me from Minnesota, in my heels and in my curls. Although my roots were modest, I was destined for the stage. My parents knew they had a star when at an early age. I did not say the word mama, I chose a different line. At just the tender age of 2, I screamed, "Oh, 69!" Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Bingo Bonanza! I'm your hostess, Miss Richfield 1981, and I invite you to stay right where you are and let me bring bingo to you. Oh, it's gonna be a bonanza because we've got a live studio audience and prizes and the Richfield winner spinner and fun, and it's all because bingo makes it better. It really does! Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play? Now it's your turn, join with me. Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, won't you grab your balls and play? Grab your balls and play, now you. Grab your balls and play. Grab your balls and play. I can hear you. Grab your balls and play. Grab your balls and play, hey! Hi, everybody. It's Miss Richfield 1981 and Lewis. Welcome you to Bingo Bonanza. Bingo Bonanza, that's right. We are already here and very excited because it's our back to school bingo. Back to school bingo. And I know back to school means so many different things to everybody now. But I got a surprise from Lewis. He came in, he treated me the other day to a t-shirt. Look at this, is the t-shirt from my back to school t-shirt. It's not a party till the wiener comes out. That's right. And he thinks this is a cat. So we're not telling him it's a dog. So yeah, he thinks it's just a funny looking cat. And so anyway, and so of course I have my wieners ready to go, right? Ooh, they're dripping actually on the floor. There we go. Right here. I mean, they're juicy. They're ready to go. Aren't you ready? Are you ready for a wiener? He's ready to go. But we can't have one quite yet because, we have to pace ourselves. So I want to welcome you all. And I'm so excited. I got my questions on because it is back to school and makes me think about when I was in school. And I know things are so different for everybody today. I'm thinking about all you teachers and all you folks who have kids out there. Sure, it must be a different beginning of the school year. But anyway, we got our fingers crossed that you can make it through, and hopefully it won't be quite so crazy as it was back in March when this whole thing got rolling. So when we had to shut everything down, all the kids had to go to school at home. So anyway, so I want to say hi to my live studio audience before we do anything else. And I know, oh, look at them all. Yay! My back to school audience. Isn't that interesting? It looks like a lot of people who would be earning their advanced degrees, actually. Looking at you, Alex. You're looking lovely. Let's just start right here. Let's start right here. Poke.
Well, thank you.
Lewis just left. He doesn't like competition. Sorry to say. And you look like you give us a run for the money, Alex. I know that you are coming from Pennsylvania, but where in Pennsylvania?
I am currently in Mannheim, Pennsylvania. This is a small city, like 40 minutes outside of Lancaster, middle of nowhere, a lot of farmland. So.
I was going to say, everyone else is being real quiet. No one's clapping. I know. But Lewis came back. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, when he found out where you're from, he said, oh, it's not such a threat after all. So are you single? You're all by yourself.
I am single. I am single all by myself.
How can you look like that and be single? How's that possible?
This all
You're
happened.
not trying. You're not trying. That could
This all
be.
happened under quarantine.
Oh, really? Oh, geez. All right. Well, I wish quarantine was so nice to the rest of us. But we'll just move on anyway, if you don't mind, because I have to say hi. And I would pronounce the name Schwa, but I think it's actually pronounced differently. Is it? It's not pronounced Schwa, is it?
Right. It's like the upside down E, the most common sound in the English
It
language.
is? It is
Indeed.
Schwa?
Schwa.
I have a friend named Joshua, and he goes by Schwa.
Mm-hmm.
He used to live in P-Town.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. And William, who, of course, will be calling Bill for the rest of the night. And so you two, where are you from?
San Francisco.
San Fran, the motherland. Egads, how's it going out there? It's like,
It's really smoky. It's been rough. It's hot and it's hard to go outside or open the windows or anything right now.
I know. Isn't that like, we see it on the news? You know, I've been watching the news, been thinking to myself, oh, you guys, I just feel my heart goes out to you because you live in such a beautiful city and such a beautiful area out there. Are they close? Is the fire close to San Francisco, or is it just the smoke roll in?
Well, yeah, I mean, as bad as we're having it, I can only feel for the people that are living with it. It's going to be horrendous, but there's fires everywhere. So,
is it close to San Fran?
Not at the moment, no. The main smoke that we're getting right now is coming from the Oregon fires. The wind is just kind of pushing it towards us and not moving it anywhere else.
Out of state smoke. All right. Yeah. So, well, I'm glad that you're here. What do you do in San Fran?
I teach 5th grade, so I started here on much like this.
Well, perfect. I got my new school shirt on, my questions. And so I'm ready for the school year. It sounds like you are too. Well, we'll talk to you more in a minute because we got to get to these folks down here because they look like they could be early to bed folks. Daddy. I'm thinking to myself, holy smokes, what time is it? But it's only where are you? But you guys are in Minneapolis, right?
We're just over the bridge from Richfield.
Yeah. What?
We hang out at the hub a lot.
Not. That's where I got my. That's where these are on approval from the Hub Jewelers, and then the Hub is closed. So I think I own them now. I never.
Yes, it's gone.
I'm just thanking my lucky stars. I thought when Corner Plaza closed, that was the end of the world. But then when the Hub Jewelers was there forever, and the Hub, if people don't know where the Hub is, it's essentially downtown Richfield. Actually, there really isn't a downtown Richfield, but the Hub Shopping Center. And I grew up just a block from there, just 1 block away. So
we're there. You know, Fairmount. Our son works at Home Depot, and Kate is our daughter.
Oh, well, in some cases, in Providence Town, I'm still in P-Town. A lot of sons are daughters, and it's just they're just not. We don't draw lines in this community. It's just whatever, sons, daughters. We don't care. Just and they're working at Home Depot, so you're probably getting a discount.
No discounts.
What?
But he enjoys it.
Well, if he enjoys it. Where's that now? Your lovely daughter is sitting right next to you, if I'm not mistaken, right there, right there.
She is. Yep, she's my pal. We always went and saw your show at the Illusion, and we played Bingo a Go-Go.
Bingo a Go-Go back in the day. Oh my gosh, we did that 17 years. It was like
so much fun. Wow.
And it was really good for about, 11 of those years. It was really a quality production. But, eventually we had to just set that aside. And kind of good we did now when you look at the fact that we can't get together anymore like we used to. It's really hard. And we're going to talk more to you in Minneapolis, but we got to find out now. Katie here is, it's Katie and Baby. Look at that. Oh, my God. And is that a girl or a boy?
She's a girl. She's 5 years old, and she's 14.2 pounds. But I don't know if that's up to date because that was before quarantine. But
right,
she loves her freeze-dried minnows.
Well, Lewis is grooving to it, because he likes the ladies.
Oh yeah,
an ally. He's an ally. He's got a P flag.
Most cats, I guess.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, he's running away now. He's embarrassed. He doesn't like me to talk about his sexual preferences. He's a little bit shy, to be quite honest. He likes to be on camera, but not about personal things. So how old is your cat?
She's 5. She'll be 6 next month. So almost her
Perfect.
birthday.
Lewis is just going to be 3. He's just turning 3.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Well, we'll talk to you more because we have to talk about your move because you just moved, and I know your mom is like super sad, but super happy that you're happy. So that's what counts.
Bingo
right?
brings us together, so that's a good thing.
Bingo makes it better. You know what I'm saying? It makes it better for everybody, including myself. I have to tell you, I'm done with my shows in P-Town. I officially closed my shows in P-Town last night. Was it last night? No, 2 nights ago. It was on Saturday. And I stayed because I wanted to do one more bingo before I leave. So I'm still in P-Town, and I'm just loving this is just such a wonderful thing, the bingo. I know, like, a lot of you say, oh, it makes me happy, but you don't realize it just makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? It just helps me so much because it is such a time. We're struggling so much. I had to do my show in a parking lot this year, and it was like it wasn't even gravel. It was like rocks on the parking lot. It's crazy. It was just crazy. I took some pictures. I'll show you some pictures at some point. Don't go anywhere. We have to say hi to our last couple here, Jim and Thom. And where are you from, Jim and Thom?
We live in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware.
Because I have to tell you, a lot of people would just, do you pronounce it with the TH?
No.
Oh, so it's pronounced.
So if you take Thomas and take the AS off, you have Tom.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people would spell it without the H altogether.
Yeah, I know.
Yet, I know you folks like to be difficult, so I'm thrilled. I'm just happy to accommodate. It's eating up a lot of your interviewing time, but if you're happy talking about the spelling of your name as your primary source of information,
that's where we are now.
I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy to help you. And you look so handsome, the two of you. You look like you might have been together for a few years. Has it been long?
We've been together 15 and married 11.
Wow.
Right here in Providencetown.
Are you in P-Town?
Yes.
Where?
Over on Franklin and Race. The other side of town.
The West End.
The West End.
Oh, the West End. See, I'm on the East End with the lesbians and communists.
Right.
Real people on the East side. Yeah.
We usually have been on the East side, but
I've been on the West side. Sometimes when I'm riding my scooter, I just, cross the line. I'm not paying attention. I'm visiting with people. And I get over to that West side. To be honest, they just tell me to leave. They're just like, you just turn that around. You just go back east, old lady. So, and I don't really need that. But, I do. I leave. But anyway, but I'm thrilled. And you're over there. Are you staying just for the week? How long are you here?
2 weeks. It's our wedding anniversary.
Yeah. How much money do you homos have that you can spend 2 weeks there? I mean, he gads. I got to get out of here. The minute I'm done with my shows, I got to pack and leave. I can't afford this stuff. Anyway, well, hang on a minute. Don't go anywhere. We're going to chat with you all in a few more minutes, but I got to get to Chris. Chris, where are you, sweetie? Oh, look how great I look. Fantastic. Chris, it's a good time for you to come on because
Fabulous.
It's gone. Gads, you wore it sleeveless again. Thank you, Jesus.
But I love your shirt too because I love a nice wiener too. So that's a phenomenal shirt.
I know. Well, maybe I'll ask Lewis where he got it because maybe we can get you one.
That would be amazing.
Like a wiener shirt?
I would love a wiener shirt in a tank top form.
Yeah, you always want the tank tops.
I don't know.
And, I used to, look at that. I used to wear the tank tops. I just have a few liver spots. And I'm thinking I can't
imagine at your age how that's even possible. You're so young.
I don't know what happened. I don't know how I'm just hoping they're just liver. I don't know what they are. So I've been, I take care of myself and just wear something over my shoulders. And then it gets a little bit breezy sometimes here at this time of year. It's actually cool here, which is gorgeous. Is it cool you're in Florida, right?
It's not cool at all. It's absolutely beautiful here, which is why we get to wear tank tops year round.
Where are you in Florida again?
In Wilton Manors, Florida.
And that's where you're running for office, right?
That's right, running for office here.
How's that going? Are you handing out pamphlets? Are you making phone? Do you want me to call people?
Yeah, well, maybe between you and Naomi, I think that would be everything I needed probably.
I would do it now, but I have to keep the line open because Naomi always calls.
Yes.
Before that, right? She always waits until right before.
Right before. Well, I think sometimes she's drinking too much, but this is a good time.
A couple beers, just to get loosened up. Because when you're playing the harp, I don't know if you've ever seen the harp. That's like super involved, and she plays it with latex living gloves. Now, those big yellow gloves that you clean the toilet with, she's playing the harp with those, because she doesn't want to get sick.
Well, that's good. It's good to be safe. So we're so glad everyone's being safe here with us playing bingo. We love it. Thanks everyone who was at Trivia Shack. We had a lot of fun. And I'm glad
we did, didn't we?
It was so much fun. But I'm glad as everyone's here. You can go to playbingobonanza.com to get your card and play along. When you get there, you actually get to play 3 cards for every one of our 3 games. Now, you'll see the numbers along the top. When you have bingo, you need to hit I have bingo right away, because the first 2 to get bingo every round, they win a face mask. They're absolutely awesome and very useful, of course. Do you have one you can show?
I might have one. Look.
Look at that. And so we absolutely love that. You got to be fast, though, so make sure to hit I have bingo right away. Speaking of other things that you can do while you're there, we love it when people share and invite their friends. It's more fun. Everything's more fun with friends.
Totally.
So be sure to hit share. When you share it, you have a chance to win something from the Miss R treasure chest. And we need to thank Rob and Graham from Bloomington, who was our share winner.
No way. Are you serious?
She's so amazing and so popular.
Robin Grant?
Yes.
I went to school with her.
Is that so? Well, Robin is like the most popular person.
I still see her every year with my friend Maria and John, the 4 of us. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting, because the 4 of us get together every fall for a game night, because we always play games in school. And so we get together. I don't know if we'll do it this fall, what with the COVID and everything, but hopefully we got our fingers crossed that maybe we can get together. We'll at least call each other. But congratulations to Robin. That's exciting. You know what she does? Oh my gosh, you're going to think this is made up. She manages the Michaels at the Hub, where we were talking with Tony. She manages. I'm not making this up. She manages the Michaels at the Hub, where those older folks, Patty and Matt, shop. I know.
Last but not least, it does take a lot to put on this show. And so we appreciate any support. You can send a tip right from the bottom of your card by choosing any amount that you're comfortable with. We greatly appreciate anything you can do. You can also Venmo. Wow, I can't talk today. Richfield Tips, or even PayPal. Anyway,
look at Lewis.
He's looking for Fuzzelli. He's barking.
He's like trying to figure out where the dog is.
I know. He's not sure if he's scared or not. Well, so thank you for supporting us by sending those tips. We greatly appreciate it.
Are we ever going to see this dog that we keep hearing from this dog? We've never seen it.
Yes.
Is it a recording, or what's the story?
Maybe. When you see him, he takes up the whole screen. He's a little bit big.
Oh, well, can you get him at some point?
He's a full-on cow.
I would love, though, if you could get him, because I haven't seen him. Just give me a minute here. Did you explain? Miss Richfield, 1981 Bingo Bonanza. Hey, Naomi. Hi, it's Naomi. She plays the harp for us to get our games going. Great. Your timing is awesome. Thank you so much. And I know that tonight is our last night doing this over the phone, and I can't wait to see you. I'm coming back. I'm going to the Greyhound station on Wednesday morning and heading out back to Richfield. And so anyway, I'm hoping we can start out. We're going to start out in bingo in any direction. I'm going to hold the phone up a little bit closer. Here we go. Okay, so are you ready to play? You got the harp, right? Okay, yeah, here we go. There we go. That sounded beautiful. Thank you so much. And I'm going to lay the phone down so you can hear the rest of the show. So it's bingo in any direction. It's bingo in any direction. And if you don't know what bingo in any direction is, we'll show you here. You can go up and down. It's any 5 in a row, actually. Up and down, sideways, however you want to go. You just so we're going to call all the letters and all the numbers. And anyway, we're going to talk to our friends again. I'd like to start by talking to Alex in Pennsylvania. And Alex, you look like someone who should be a movie star or something.
Oh, you flatter me. Thank you.
Or do you do anything on stage or anything like that? Before you answer, let me call the first number. I-20, everyone. I-20. There we go. And
that one.
And did you have that one? Because
I did have that one.
It's lucky. Did you know that? That's actually lucky. And Lewis is over there. Lewis now. So hang on a minute. B14. And tell us now, what do you do any performing or anything? You look so handsome.
Oh, thank you. I actually am an actor. I'm currently on contract at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. I do period work.
On contract. That is so. We should explain that to people who, the plain untalented folks, which is most of the rest of the audience.
Of course.
I-16, everybody. I-16. Lewis is laying on the board again, so I can't put the balls down in the right spot, but Chris keeps track of it. So what does this Renaissance Fair? Now, we have one in Minneapolis that is absolutely beautiful. It's huge.
Yeah, it's we have a giant one here. It sits on about 40 acres, and we just finished our second weekend.
Oh, so you're doing it now. Hang on a minute. G54. Are you? Yeah, I can't even put this down. I'm just going to set this anywhere. Oh, you. So what, you can do it now?
Yeah, our area is opened up, and we were working very closely with a lot of other theatrical organizations to keep us safe. So we cut the cast down. I'm masked unless I'm on stage. We're socially distant, blocking like over 6 feet, and I don't interact with any of the patrons. So I just...
Well, that is fantastic. B13. Hang on. B13. Well, that festival, you're one of the actors in the festival, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
yes.
so are you doing like theatrical things that you have to memorize lines and things like that?
Yes. We have a couple of plot shows. Ooh, what do we have?
B10. Yes. You have some shows, you have to learn lines and things.
Have to learn lines. I also am part of the improv troupe that does parody shows. So we take like modern shows and we give them a Shakespearean parody overlay.
Oh, and Shakespeare and comedy, yeah, and improv. I mean, that sounds like something I might not understand. B11. Don't go anywhere. Hang on. Oh, geez, hang on to him, and then let me get Patty and Matt in for just a minute, because Patty and Matt, the connection I have with them is with Homo Pride in Minneapolis, right?
Yes.
Yes. And then Alex works with the Renaissance Festival, and I know you folks worked with the Gay Pride, right? Because I bought a scarf from you years ago.
You did years ago. We always used to do Pride. We've kind of slowed down the last few years, but that's what I do for a living. I do art shows.
Well, hang on a minute. I-22. Have you ever done the Renaissance Festival?
I have not, but I have friends who have done it. The one in Minneapolis, you kind of have to have a regular spot every year. So people buy buildings out there or rent them.
Jeez. And it's like out in the sticks. Is it out in the sticks in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it's right off of like the turnpike, but it's kind of sandwiched between some farmland. So
yeah, I don't know. It's like a ways out. It's like in Savage or something, isn't it? In the Twin Cities? It's way out there somewhere. It's out in the sticks. It's almost, if you get to Iowa, you've gone like a block and a half too far, I feel like. Something like that. B9. What do we say about B9? Better than Malignant. All right.
Yes.
So, and then speaking of that, Matt, how are you? Look at you. It looks like we've got now you're an actor at your festival, and Patty is a tie-dye. She specializes in tie-dye for her festival. And then Matt, you look like Father Time.
Thank you. Thank you for not referring to ZZ. Thank you for not referring to ZZ Top. I don't know how the rest of the band is doing.
That was going to be my next one, actually. That was after Father Time. Well, maybe I would have squeezed Santa in there and then ZZ Top. Oh my gosh, hang on a minute.
No way.
Because it's maybe a bingo boo-boo. We have to check with Chris. Now, Chris.
No, it's for real. We got a bingo.
It's a real bingo? And
yes.
where's the bingo from?
Yes. We had JJ from Wilmington, Delaware was a fast one.
Wow. And just one winner?
Just one.
Hot dog, we got a wiener. Let's play that music, everybody.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
And we do appreciate you so much, how generous you've been to us. And you can tip. The good time to tip is between games. And we always remind you of that because we do have 5 people. Can you believe that? Eli, my friend, who also knows a lot of Renaissance Fair people. Eli's an amazing artist out in Philadelphia. And then Chris is down in Wilton Manors. Joe is in Minneapolis. And in the big city. And then my manager, Matt, is also down in Florida and Fort Lauderdale. So we've got people all over. And it takes us all to put this together. If you appreciate it, we appreciate you. So drop us a line. And you can do that right on your board right there. And then Chris, I know that there's a special group of people that we always thank. Our bingo. Okay, you've got to go get that dog.
I'm grabbing him right now.
Right now. Because I feel like if you don't get the dog right now, put up the bingo. I'll do the bingo boosters. You go get the dog. I'll do the bingo boosters. Usually Chris does. Okay, I'll do the bingo boosters because I want to see that dog. So I want to thank our Golden Tiara Club. And our bingo boosters are a group of people who just week after week, just so generous with you. Mike from Atlanta, Leslie from Elk Ridge. I don't even know where that is in Maryland. But thank you, Leslie and Paul. I do know Paul from Connecticut. Thank you, Paul, for being so generous. You folks have been so great. And then just regular folks constantly helping us is Todd in New York and New York City right now. Gosh, we think about you and all the tough times you've been through. Hang in there, New York. We're going to come visit you and start going to shows this spring, we hope. And Felipe, Waterford, Connecticut. I'm sure I'll be going by you on the bus. Watch for me on the Greyhound. I'll wave as I go by, Felipe. And Michael Mueller, I know. Oh, look at that. Oh, before we do anything. Oh, geez, look at that. Egads, are you serious?
Yes. I'm exhausted now. That's my workout for the week.
Holy Moses. I was just bringing up Michael Mueller, who's a friend of mine in New York. And I thought, wow, he's changed. Michael Mueller. He's put on some weight. But then it turned out it was your dog. So Michael Mueller and his beautiful partner, Robert, and Paul Goodman. And he's also listed on there's 2 Paul Goodmans. Oh, they're in different places. That could be the same Paul Goodman, though. It's different. Maybe it's 2 Paul Goodmans. How nice would that be? Shit. I got to check that out. I got to see. Maybe I know 2 Paul Goodmans and I don't realize it. Anyway, but Sherry Brown, thank you so much. And then Stefan or Steven, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, in Denver. We're thinking about you. We love Denver, Colorado. What a beautiful city. And how generous of you folks. And so many others give too. And it does help keep us afloat. You know, I depend on it so much because other than P-Town, which has been wonderful for a few weeks, actually, since the end of June. So I've actually had two full months and a week on either side. And so I want to thank P-Town. I want to thank the Pilgrim House for employing me. But I am done now. I'm going home and there's nothing. So I do appreciate your support more than you know. It really does help keep me afloat. It's a tough time for art. Tough time for artists. So you have to tell me now. Oh, and then we got to talk about our shopping, right? Look at this. Miss our shopping mall concert tour was canceled. Look at this. I didn't even know this. I'm just finding this out for the first time.
I know. Your agent, Matt, your manager, he sometimes forgets to tell you these things, but so this is how you're finding out, and we appreciate the support.
I was going to do that on the way home.
I know.
I was going to be singing at some shopping malls. I guess not. So I guess we'll just be doing it this way. So, but we want it, and your dog is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. Before we move on, I have to, because I forced you. He kept saying, "I really don't want the dog. The dog is fabulous, but he's gigantic, and I'm dying to see the dog. That is a beautiful dog.
Oh, he's so gorgeous, but he's about 5,000 pounds, if that, give or take.
Right. Yeah. Lewis is a little heavy, but I think you win the big pet. The big dog.
Yes, he was supposed to be
the big wiener. That's you. So how much does he weigh?
So I think he's crossed the 100 mark now. I'm pretty sure he's over 100 pounds.
And what kind of dog is he? He's absolutely beautiful. He looks so
he's an old English bulldog, and he's named Fusilli because his favorite food, or maybe his father's, is pasta, and Fusilli is an Italian pasta. So
no way.
Yep.
Well, that is beautiful. Well, I want to bring up my spinner winner tonight because we are back to school and there's all sorts of interesting things. There's a student at a desk. There's a question. There's a school. There's a bookworm. And of course, Lewis. And I'm going to spin our spinner winner tonight and we're going to find out what we're going to be talking about this evening. Ooh, it's a bookworm. So what is our bookworm question, Chris, that we can, talk about? Because this gives a chance for our friends at home to answer the question too.
That's right. So our question that we want to know about is, what is everyone's favorite subject in school? Was it math, choir, my favorite, which was lunch?
Oh, yeah.
Other. And if it was other, we want to know what course you loved or tell us. We're dying to know.
We're dying to know. What did you like in school? And I'm thinking of Jim and Tom in Rehoboth Beach and you guys. Now, I know Jim is a massage therapist. Is that correct? And Tom, what do you do other than explain your name?
That's all I do, really.
Probably.
What's left there to do? I do leadership development work in healthcare.
Wow, that just sounds riveting.
It does.
Follow-up questions are just filling my mind up right now. I don't even know where to start.
Go back to Jim.
I think I'll start by asking, what exactly? So you work in healthcare. So are you helping people?
Working with executives and leaders in healthcare.
So it's just where the money, it's just more money healthcare than actual care.
No,
but that's good.
Yeah.
That it's probably why you're in P-Town, right?
For 2 weeks.
That's why you're in P-Town for 2 weeks. You're working in that. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. Be proud. How long have you done that, Tom?
22 years.
And then how long have you been doing massage?
About 10 years, but since it's back to school bingo, I was a teacher for 14 years. So that's where I started my career. Yes.
What grade did you teach in school?
Second and third and first, the longest.
Egads, they're ankle biters.
Yes, very much.
They're just small enough, though, that you can hit them at that age still.
Right.
Or you don't have to necessarily. You can sort of, just lift them up and separate them.
With a rubber band.
Right. They don't know what hit them. So, but you decided now you're not teaching anymore. You're doing strictly doing the touch and feel.
Right. But I
which
kind
you
of
probably were doing earlier, hopefully.
Right.
Exactly. Okay. And what is what's your favorite when you were in school? What was your favorite subject, Jim?
Probably lunch and recess.
Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that fun? But I have a feeling that Tom, I bet you had something. I bet you probably like math or something, right? What'd you like?
Actually, English and choir.
English and choir. Oh, good. So you're keeping that, you not only as your name gay, but you were gay even when you were a kid.
Exactly. I loved
That's
it.
great. Choir is super fun. I just feel bad for kids today because I don't think they have the music programs that we had.
No.
I don't think they do anymore. We had a band and an orchestra. We had a student orchestra. I mean, it was amazing. And when they got to high school, they actually sounded really good. And I was in the choir, and they would play for our musicals. All the students, a big full student orchestra. It was amazing. It was amazing. Mr. Ganlon, God help him. So anyway, so don't go anywhere. Let me find out from Chris. Chris, first of all, how far in school did you get? Did you go to college as well?
I did. I actually, it took me many, 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 many years, but I eventually got a master's.
A master's degree. Wow. In what?
In business. I kept, I do computers, but I kept failing intro to computers, so I had to leave. The computer studies and go for business. You failed computers, and we're putting all this responsibility of bingo on your shoulders. That's why we rely on Joe and Eli and everybody else. Yeah.
Wow, it's a good thing I counted my balls before this whole thing started.
The choir was the big winner. I had no idea, but that was the big one.
Not surprising.
31%.
Oh, can you major in bingo? Oh, wouldn't that be great? That's what I should be doing. I should be teaching bingo.
I could pass that, I feel like.
Wouldn't that be a great thing to have in school? Can you imagine that, Jim? Teaching bingo? I would be great.
Actually, we used to play it. I would make my first graders play bingo. It was always the best day of the year.
And it also taught them letters and numbers, right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. And you probably did that. You probably, and hopefully you had the 069 whistle for the children. Everybody's a winner, children. Exactly. Yeah. And then you explain it a few years later. It all works out. So anyway, well, that is wonderful. So listen, we do have to go on to our next game, though, don't we? Isn't that where we are now? He's sitting on my list. So, Chris, where are we? Are we doing
That's exactly where we're at. Yeah.
Okay, because he's sitting on my list.
Because he knows there's a wiener around someplace.
Yeah,
reminding you of the shirt he got you.
The wiener's over here.
Yeah.
The wiener's sort of behind me. I'm almost sitting on the wiener, to be quite honest. Really, it's that close. It's that close. So he's, so he's just sitting there waiting. You know, he's patient. So what is the game this next one?
Our next game is a new game. It's Pop Quiz. So we'll have to show them. It's a special new one. So this will be fun.
A pop quiz?
Pop quiz. This will be the only fun pop quiz that anyone's had.
This is the only one that we, wait a minute. Let me get Naomi. Here she is. Are you ready? Okay, so we're gonna start the next game. Okay, put the beer. She's got a beer. I just heard you open that. So set it down. There you go. On the rocks. Just under your chair or something. Okay, hang on. Here it comes. Are you ready? That's fantastic. Okay, get back at that beer, girl. Okay, and I'll be home on Friday. Okay. So anyway, now, there we go. Yeah, I hope I didn't hang up on her. So that means that we're going to count every letter except one letter. One letter will not be called. Let's have Schwa come on and tell us, Schwa, what letter will we not be calling?
I'm going to guess an O, maybe.
You are correct. I mean, do you play bingo often that you can just rattle that off like that? And that's amazing. A lot of people, it takes them 2-3 guesses.
Sadly, not often enough.
What do you do for work again, Schwa?
I'm sorry, I teach 5th grade.
Oh, you're the 5th grade teacher. That's right. And then what about your child bride? What does he do?
Unfortunately, I'm unemployed at the moment due to the chlamydia, but I'm using this free time to sort of try to be creative and do some art stuff and whatnot.
What did you say you do, though, before the terrible sickness came?
Unemployed. Oh, before I worked in a chocolate factory.
Oh, a chocolate factory?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of fun. Hang on a minute. G, everybody, G58, G58. Jeffrey Dahmer worked in a chocolate factory, if I'm not mistaken. Right? I think that's right. I'm pretty sure I've got that right. I'm really good with names and places, But anyway, I think he worked in a chocolate factory, I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, did you know him, Jeffrey Dahmer?
I did not, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think I was in Wisconsin.
He was my predecessor.
Right. You probably took, well, he had to leave sort of on a quick notice. He didn't have a lot of time. N34, everybody. I'm not putting these balls anywhere near where they belong. So, because we've got a little friend here. But I do want to ask you how long you've been together.
4 years, almost 5.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 or 5 years. So it's sort of a new thing. That's beautiful. And in San Francisco, too. Are you right in the city? Hang on a minute. What is this? G55. Are you right in the city? That's such a great city.
Yeah. It's a really lovely place. And no matter how much it changes, it's hard to stay mad at it.
I will tell you, I-16. Remember, we're making the question mark, everybody. So make sure that you mark your free space because the free space is part of the question mark. We'll flash up the image again. Oh, there it is. So there's the free space. And then there's the question mark. See, and the free space is part of the question mark. So that's when we're not doing O's. So you're going to have one in the B, one in the I's, almost all the N's, and one in the G. So we're going to keep marching forward. Hang on a minute. G46. So, I love San Francisco. I really do. The last time I performed there was at a club called Oasis.
Yeah.
Aklina, and I think Aklina's still involved. I'm not sure for a while, I owned part of it, but
she just left and moved to Palm Springs.
Oh, that's right. I'd heard that she moved to Palm Springs. A lot of people doing that. Palm Springs is such a beautiful place. In San Francisco, I absolutely love. Hang on a minute. G54. But the last time I was there, I do have to tell you, it was a little unnerving because there was some naked person screaming at the top of their lungs about every other corner. So I'm hoping you're getting people help these days. It looks like some folks might have needed the slightest bit of attention.
Yeah,
there's a bit of that here. Yeah, there's a lot of folks in need for sure.
Yeah, isn't it? And it's just because you live in beautiful California, you end up with a lot of it because in places in cold weather climates, it's hard to be outside. You know, we still have it too, though. It's really sad. A G53, and it just brings up the whole idea of caring. And I think during this time, you know, we're reminded more than ever. 2020 has been a year of caring. You know, you think of all this crazy stuff that's happened. You know, you just have to care. You know what I'm saying?
If we don't pull together, it's surely not going to work.
Everybody needs to help, right? So what kind of work will you do, Bill, if you're not working in your chocolate factory? G50.
I'm not sure. Hopefully something where I can sort of make my own hours. I was looking into going into a vocational program or something like that, but...
Oh, yeah. If you want to make your own hours, don't go into bingo. Yeah, this is like, it's very like strict times. You have to be at a certain place at a certain time. It's not easy. But everybody, N36. And so what did you do at the chocolate factory? Were you like Lucille Ball and Viv Vance? Were they like, did you have
we did have a belt. I was involved in packaging, and we had a stickering machine, and that was very Lucille Ball. And
it totally sounds Lucille Ball. I love it. And everybody, N33. And did they shut down because of the disease going around? Did they shut down?
Yeah, they shut down and let off a large majority of the employees. And now they're sort of delivering chocolate to people, but it's very small scale, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah. That's too bad. Well, hopefully they'll get back on it again because everybody needs chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's something we need in the world today. And everybody, N42. And chocolate's something you can afford, right? You know, unless you're rich homos like Jim and Thom, you know, you can afford to, you know, those two. And, you know, unless you can, you know, but not everyone can come to P-Town for 2 weeks, but everyone can afford to buy chocolate. You know, everyone can afford a little treat once in a while, right? B14. So in fact, let's bring Alex in for just a moment with you guys. Have you met Alex yet? Have you met him? Have you guys?
Backstage.
Oh, just backstage. So you know each other. And can you believe that Alex is single? And I'm thinking, you know, I don't know if you know anyone in Pennsylvania we could hook him up with. I mean, have you guys ever been to Pennsylvania?
I've never been to Pennsylvania.
Wow. Where are you two from? Have you just from the West Coast?
California, yeah.
Lived in Vermont for a while, but yeah, mostly here in
Vermont.
Yeah.
Okay, that would explain the print. I like that. That's fabulous. What does it say? University of what?
University of Vermont, UVM.
Vermont. Oh, I didn't even see that. I was just commenting, just trying to be smart. And turns out, you know, even when I don't try, it works. How weird is that? N37, everybody. N37. Don't forget, it's the question mark. I got to get a couple more balls. Hang on a minute. So now, Alex, you're working as an actor.
Yes.
And hopefully you're doing more than just the Renaissance festivals. So that's not very often, right? I-21.
I do commercial work. I actually just finished up a commercial shoot not too long ago.
Oh, someone's inviting you to Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Right. Mike. Ooh, Mike, spelled with a Y. Okay, that's
kind of find that on a keychain.
That's like bomb. I know. B1, everybody. B1. And so hang on a minute now. We can't use these yellow ones. They're O's. We're not calling O's. Remember, we're making the question mark. Flash up that question mark one more time, Joe, when you get a second, just to remind people. That's what you're trying to make, okay? Don't make it harder than it is, for crying out loud. It's not that difficult. 1B, 1 I, almost all the ends, and 1 G. All right, so hang on a minute. I-19, everybody. And so you are working a little bit here and there. Have you ever been to San Francisco?
I have not yet. No, I've primarily been on the East Coast. I haven't made my way over there yet.
It sounds like we need to get the two of you, out to each other's places.
Yes.
Are you near Philly, Alex? Because I love Philly. That's where my friend Eli is, who handles all of our Facebook, all of our conversations. So helpful.
I actually know Eli.
Oh, you know them? Oh,
yeah,
fantastic!
I do.
Okay, G52. Because Eli is a pal. Really, quite a talented person. Also a performer.
Yeah, they are fantastic. They've actually taught me some stage combat and a couple other master classes in the past. So,
yeah, specializes in fighting.
Yes, they're very good at it. Very good at it.
Yes, and Schwan and Bill, do you ever fight?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute! Oh, dear God! You just got saved by the dog.
You don't have to
Saved by the dog. That's right. All right, Chris, who's the winner?
So we've got one lucky winner. It's Chris from Chicago. Congratulations, Chris.
Chris from Old Chi-Town.
That's right.
We were just talking about Chicago. That's where Alex just got invited to go live.
I did. He's got more than that invite. He has a lot of pending invites on Facebook right now.
You know what's really great? You know what I say? Hot dog, we got a wiener. Let's make this happen. Come on, play that.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Oh, that is wonderful. Well, I'm just putting my balls away. Just started picking up, and my little friend here has been so cooperative. All my balls are staying on the used ball area. Usually my balls are rolling all over the floor at this point, but he's being such a good boy. He's going to get a wiener soon. And I also want to look at my list. Oh, one of the things we want to tell you about before we forget is my store. Now, if you come to P-Town, like Thom and Jim, who live in Rehoboth Beach, but they're also in P-Town. So if you're in P-Town over the next few weeks, make sure that you go to Cool as a Moose. It's right in the corner in the middle of town. Cool as a Moose. And it's so much fun. It's a beautiful store. It's where I have all of my merchandise. You can see masks and bobbleheads and magnets and stickers. There's also some t-shirts as well. Or you can go to my store at missrichfield.com. missrichfield.com. And so we want to remind you of that. We also want to remind you, Chris, I think you can help me with this, because I believe we have another, don't we have another, we have another bingo coming up here.
That's right. This Monday, September 21st is bingo again.
When is the next one?
It's Monday, this Monday.
Oh, okay. Okay, next Monday.
Regular Mondays, yeah.
Oh, I got to get home.
I hope.
I'm going to have to get home.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Unless you knew something I didn't know, but I rely on bingo on Mondays.
Good heavens. Well, and then I'll make sure and get home. But before we do that, I need to bring up my special magic mirror today, Chris, because I have to see who is here today. And I see Joe and Chris from Hartsdale, New York, and Noel from Arden Hills, Minnesota, and GJ from Houston, and Angela from Portland. Hi, Angela. And Crystal from Iowa, and Renee from Oklahoma, and Gary from Lorain, Ohio, and Don from Charlotte, North Carolina. And I also see my friend Doris in Minneapolis. Doris is and a friend from A Mighty Fortress is Our God Lutheran Church. And of course, my friend Jamie is in Nebraska. And I see Todd in Minneapolis. And I see Laura in P-Town at Essentials. Hi, Laura. I didn't know you were watching, Laura. And her friend Linda. They're both watching, actually, from Essentials, which is my hangout here on Commercial Street when I'm just taking a break and need a little fizzy water or something nice or delightful, something. And look at all the people. And look at this, Wendy, Jerry, and Stella. Hi from Wendy. It's Jerry's birthday today, I think, and Stella's birthday is tomorrow. They celebrate their dogs' birthdays. That's what happens. when, you know, you get to that point in life where your animals are like people, like mine are. So, and look at from Indianapolis. Hi, Indianapolis. I'm so glad you're here. And Walter, hi, Walter Berry. And he's from, it looks like, he's Wilma adjacent. Thank you. And then all sorts of, look at this. And hello from from Salem, from WeHo. Hi, guys from WeHo. Oh, we've got people calling from all over the place. And look at all the people coming in. And I love WeHo. If you, Chris and Dave, WeHo's great. If you know where that is, it's right outside of LA. It's Beverly Hills adjacent, actually. And Dan and Leo, the Cockapoo from Boston. Hi, guys. And Paul and Kurt from Rochester, Minnesota. Oh, gosh. Rochester's a beautiful, in Pittsburgh. Hi, everybody. And my friend Alice from Dorchester. Hi, Brian and Rain. Hi, guys. And I just thought I'd let you know that Alice from Dorchester is originally from Pittsburgh. And so that means something. Look at all the people from all over the country. And look at that. They're calling in from Canada. And I don't even think they're supposed to be logging on from Canada. So it's just like you have to play bingo at some point. You know, it just gets to the point where bingo makes it better. We're international now. I love that. So anyway, and I also want to remind all of you, Long Island. Hi, Kelly. Look at that in Orlando. Oh my gosh, I've been to Orlando in years. I got to come down and visit you. This makes me want to get on the road, seeing all my friends from all over the place. And I want to remind you, if you're out there and you're feeling lonely or you're feeling sad because maybe like our friend Bill in San Francisco, who is unemployed. Some people are unemployed. Some people are maybe facing some sickness, right? And that you're not feeling well. Maybe just not feeling well mentally, like I am some of the time these days, because it's so stressful. I want to remind you, I see you. The magic mirror sees you. You're not alone out there. People love you, and we care about you. And if you're lonely or you're hurting, you pick up the phone and call us, and make sure that you know we can see you in the magic mirror, and nobody's alone out there. We love you and we care for you. And so right now, that reminds me, speaking of loving and caring for you, we do want to bring you one more quick game. In fact, this goes actually really, really fast, this last game. Before we do that, though, I'm just looking at my notes. Before we go to the last game, and I forgot to mention this earlier, we have a special video presentation. And if we could bring up Jim one more time and Schwa, because you were a teacher, Jim, right?
Yes.
Right. And then Schwa, you are a teacher, right?
Right now. Yeah.
Right now. Mm-hmm. And I know you're going to find this hard to believe. I once dabbled in teaching myself. And I thought this would be great to show you. I forgot that we were going to do this with our school theme. But I have a little bit of tape from when I was a teacher, much like yourselves. So enjoy this.
Richfield 1981. Well, I'm thrilled you're here today, and it's going to be a fun day for you. Not so much for me, because I don't care for children. It's nothing personal, it's just that you're sticky and I have such nice things. Who can tell us what our theme is today? It's the world. I'm surprised you didn't get that. The world. What is the world filled with? Foreigners. Yeah, this is going to be a really long day for us if you don't start answering the questions. Okay? We got the whole world in our hands. 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 We got the whole world. If you're proud, let me proud. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. I can't see. Hi, children. I found it. I found it. okay? It'll be a better world if we can see ourselves in other people. I know I can.
Oh, that was something, wasn't it? I just showed that video of me teaching school. Anyway, so Naomi, who plays the harp at A Mighty Fortress Is Our God Lutheran Church in Richfield, is going to usher us into our final game. This is the last one. You can hang up after this. I'll see you on Friday when I get home. And Lewis is fine. He's with me right now. Dusty's sleeping in the other room. So I'll talk to you more later. I'll call you from the bus station. Okay, so just play the harp. So just strum the harp. Put the drink down and play the... Hang on a minute. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, I'm hanging up. I'll see you on Friday when I get home. I'll call you. Okay, bye-bye. All right, so we're going to be playing on this last one, 4 corners. And 4 corners just means B's and O's. B's and O's, okay, everyone? So and you just have to get the 4 corners, not that difficult. And we're just calling B's and O's. And I want to bring back Katie and her precious little baby. There she is, and we haven't really hardly talked to you at all. I waited to the end because you have a cat, and I thought, let's save the best for last. Enough of these dog stories and all the rest of that. But we are going to start, okay? We are going to start on a great note for this 4 corners, which is, are you ready? 069. We haven't had an 069 yet, but we're calling 069, which means everybody's a winner.
Amazing.
069, everybody. 069. And Katie, I know you just moved from Minneapolis. We've been talking to your dear, dear mom, Patty. And tell us where you moved.
I moved to Portland, Oregon.
Beautiful.
That is where baby and I live now. She moved with me from Minneapolis.
And when did you move? I know you moved just recently. B13. When did you move?
I moved at the end of March, so right when COVID just started getting really serious.
Yeah, I mean, it was already serious by the end because people had closed. So was it a hard thing to get? Could you get your stuff moved?
Yeah, I used the pod system.
That's fantastic. A friend of mine used the pod system. Does that work well?
It did work well. A few casualties, but for the most part, it was good. And then baby and I hopped on a plane and flew out here.
Oh, so you flew with the cat.
I did.
I've never done that before. 064. I do take them on the Greyhound with me, of course. But tell me about how that worked. Was it okay on an airplane with a kitty?
Well, she wasn't a big fan of the carrier, but she did like meeting the pilot of the plane. That was really exciting. And
that's kind of exciting. The pilot was a cat person?
Yeah. So that was super exciting. But she's
so you knew you were in good hands.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, and then you have a husband too? Is that
not a husband? My boyfriend lives out here in Portland.
Oh, is that why you moved?
That was part of the reason I moved. Yeah, we had been dating for a while.
Oh, you're dating. 073, which is something Alex, we're trying to encourage Alex to do, is because, he's all alone in the world. He's so talented, so handsome. It's just hard to believe. So, but how long have you been dating?
About a year and a half, so a little while, but I actually got a job out here. So that was the reason I ended up moving out here as well.
What type of work do you do?
I work for a luxury Japanese camping goods brand.
Egads, you're kidding. All right, hang on a minute. B3, everybody, B3. So, and so tell me about that. So is it just Japanese campers? I mean, is everything smaller? How does this work?
No, there is some lightweight stuff because there's a lot of backpacking equipment, but lots of like tents and then lots of like cookware, like basically everything that you would need.
Oh, B7, everybody, B7. So that is fascinating, and you have to live there now. We have to find out how Portland is doing with all these crazy fires and everything. Is that kind of close? They said in San Francisco they're getting a lot of the smoke.
Yeah, thanks for asking. It's in the next county down from us, so the closest like kind of edge of the fire is about 45 miles.
Which is close.
So it's pretty close, yeah.
Because
so
when you think about how big the fire is, as big as Rhode Island.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
it's
whatever.
huge.
Some of that's just like one of them or whatever. It's just huge.
That's just the closest one to us.
You know, we're not used to fires. You know, and you're from Minneapolis. We should get Matt and Patty on, your mom and is this your mom's boyfriend, father?
That's the husband. Yeah.
Are you two dating? I'm afraid to ask.
No, we met
I
at
almost
college.
asked to see the Polaroids, and then I don't. You know. So hang on a minute. Before we get done with this game, we're gonna find out what's going on down here. So, so your boyfriend and girlfriend?
No, we've been married 37 years. We met at St. Olaf.
Oh my word, you met at St. Olaf. Wow.
Yes.
It doesn't get much more Minnesotan than meeting at St. Olaf. I love it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, shoot. We were just going to talk about St. Olaf, and now we've got to find out that the game is over with. Have you ever been to, do you know what St. Olaf is, Chris?
I do watch the Golden Girls, so.
Listen to everybody laugh. The Golden Girls, they called St. Olaf a town, but what is St. Olaf, Matt and Patty?
It's a private liberal arts college, and it's very blonde.
That's what I meant.
It's very blonde and very Norwegian.
It used to
very
be
Norwegian.
blonder.
It's fabulous, though. Did you go there, Katie?
No, I didn't. I had a short stint at the U of M, and that was not for me. So carved out my own path.
Oh, right. And you don't need a degree to sell Japanese camping stuff, right?
No, you do not. I worked in the bike industry before that for 15 years, which is where my dad works.
Oh, you work. That's what you do. You work because in Minnesota and Portland are two of the big biking centers in the entire country.
Yep, that's how I met my boyfriend. He owns a bike shop here in Portland.
Wow, he must be really cool. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, let's find out from Chris who our winner is.
So congratulations to our two winners. Our first one is Jamie from Fort Lauderdale. That's Wilma and Jason as well in Fort Lauderdale. So congratulations, Jamie.
Amazing.
And Eric from San Antonio was our second winner.
Who's from San Antonio?
Eric.
Eric from San Antonio. Hot dog. We got two wieners. All right.
Bingo makes it better, it makes everything okay. From facial sores to civil wars, black plague to tooth decay. Bingo makes it better, it can heal the world today. For help with all our problems, don't you grab your balls and play.
Well,
so I do want to say,
what are you saying, Chris?
So I just want to say thank you again for everyone that's here. We really appreciate you being here. And if you are enjoying it, please, if you could show your appreciation, you can absolutely send a tip. Trump University tuition is incredibly expensive. So it's back to school. Everything you can do helps. We greatly appreciate it.
And, and Lewis may be going back to school at some point.
Yes.
To Wiener University or something, Because
it was a Wiener University. I would go there.
Right? It's not a party till the wiener comes out. Mm-hmm. And so we do want to remind you how much we do appreciate and how much we love you for supporting us. If you can send us a few dollars, that is so much appreciated. And I also want to remind everyone that we are going to be back next Monday. I have to get on the Greyhound. I got to get home. And then I'm going to I probably won't even have time to unpack hardly, but I'm going to be back with bingo. I'm going to have the cage on my lap on the bus along with my friend Lewis. He's going to be back too. And so please, please, please come back and join us again. And I want to also thank all of my dear friends who joined me because we had some amazing people with us this week. Some people we want to think about Katie, especially, who's out there in a very challenging area out there. And our friends out in San Francisco, Schwa and William. We want to thank you for being here. And we want to just say we're thinking about you during this stressful time. And we're thinking about all of you. Okay, so be kind to one another. Love one another because this is the time to do it. And get involved, right? I know we all have to be safe, but get involved because we got an election coming up. We got lots going on. I want to thank Patty and Matt in Minneapolis. Alex, thank you so much. We're going to hook you up with somebody at some point. And then also, Sean and Bill. I mean, I never would put the two of you together, but you're clearly in love. You're clearly having a wonderful time. And then Thom and Jim, thank you. Think about dropping the H, Thom. Baby and Katie. Oh, there is just nothing sweeter than a mommy and a kitty. Okay, you guys ready? We're going to spell this together. Here we go. Are you ready? Let's start with L.
L is for the way you look at me.
What's next?
Oh, it's for the only one I see.
Do the V with your legs.
It's even more than anything that you was made for me and you. Love was made for me and
You and you and you and you. We love you so much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.